I didn't really always enjoy homeschooling.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it when the kids got older. So when they were old enough, just kind of be friends. I enjoyed it when we were in the summers, when we were always doing things, going to the lake together, going hiking. So there's so many things I enjoyed about it, but I didn't enjoy making them do all that work.
All right, Barb, we're talking today about self-starters. So let's kind of dig into this. And first, let's define it. Like, how would you define a self-starter?
I would say a self starter is a person who can make themselves do their work, even if they don't feel like it, and can make themselves do it without being told.
Without procrastinating.
Yeah, that's good. They can make themselves do it without procrastinating. And really, can you think of how much you and I would have loved that if we had learned that when we were
Yeah.
children? It would have been so much easier if we had learned it back when we were at home and then could apply it to the rest of our lives. Life would have been so much
Yes.
easier.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be for sure. How did this come about in your family? I'm assuming maybe you had some kids who were not self-starters and maybe some who were. I don't know. What did your family look like in this area?
I think we had one daughter who was a real self starter. Maybe more. I'm not really sure, but overall, they're kids. Kids don't
Sure.
always self start. But I was such a lazy homeschool mom. I didn't really always enjoy homeschooling.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it when the kids got older. So when they were old enough, just kind of be friends. I enjoyed it when we were in the summers, when we were always doing things, going to the lake together, going hiking. So there's so many things I enjoyed about it, but I didn't enjoy making them do all that work.
Mm.
So I taught them how to do the work because I didn't want to have to be following them around all day and
Yeah.
teaching them and actually doing the schoolwork because you can kind of run your school 2 days. Either you can be like a regular classroom where you're doing the teaching. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of my friends did
Sure.
that and they were wonderful homeschool moms. Or you can run it where you're kind of you're teaching the kids how to be self-directed and you're just kind of there to
Mhm.
answer questions, to help, maybe to teach a few things or lead some co-ops. I led writing co-ops. And so I kind of taught them how to be self-starters because I didn't want to nag them and I didn't want to have to think about it all day. I wanted to have my fun day because remember that was back in the days when
Yeah.
I had the idol of fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wish I didn't, but that is the way I was back in those days. I think, from the perspective now of looking back and also seeing, other kids who maybe didn't learn that skill growing up,
Mhm.
whose moms are always hovering, like maybe some of them were school kids, some not, saying, do your homework, do your homework.
Yeah.
I've seen them become adults and they didn't all learn that skill. And so it's affected them for jobs and all those things.
Yep.
So I think it's important because if they learn how to be self-starters, it'll make them better spouses, make them better
Mhm.
family people. They'll take care of their home. They can do their quiet times. I taught my kids how to do their quiet times just by it was one of the subjects on the school list. So remember when I said that they had to do the subject they dread the most first and second
Yep.
most second?
Yep.
Well, actually the first one they did was quiet time. So they do the quiet time first, then the most they
Not
dread
because
first.
they dreaded it most.
No, I just said you have to have your quiet time first. So they actually had
Right.
charts when they were little kids. They had charts with great big squares. I got them really fun stickers. And
Uh-huh.
then like if they put math, they put a little sticker on it, quiet time, a little sticker. And so that really motivated them to be
Mhm.
self-starters because each time they finished the next subject, they got to put a little sticker, which is like the little kid equivalent of checking it off the list.
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but now as an adult, I think the main reason I teach them to be self-starters is because it just helps them in all ways in adulthood.
Wouldn't it
There,
be
yeah.
nice if employers gave stickers?
I still like stickers. I still sometimes use stickers for me.
So you don't like checklists, but you like stickers.
That's right. I like
All
stickers.
right.
That's true.
Note to self, Barb wants a list where she can put stickers on it. Oh, that's so funny. I think along with teaching our kids to be self-starters is teaching them how to take initiative.
Mhm.
They both go hand in hand because becoming a self-starter, you can have a list and work off of the list and think, okay, I know what needs to be done and I'm going to do these things. I'm going to learn to not procrastinate and I'm going to do what needs to be done without having to be told to do what's on the list. But on the other side of that is we have to teach our kids how to take initiative to do things. And I'm still working on this with
Mm.
my girls. I mentioned this, I think quite a while ago, that on my girls' list, because, they've got a list of all the things they have to accomplish in a school day.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, during the summer, it's kind of a free for all, but during the school year, they have their list of things that they're supposed to accomplish. And on that list, one of the things is take initiative. And that's all it says, is take initiative, because I really want them to learn how to do that. I want them to learn, like, oh, there's a sink full of dirty dishes. I should probably do the dishes. They just need to be done. Because I think kids, they don't really hold the responsibility like parents do to make sure that all the things that need to get done to keep the house running efficiently get done. If we ask them to do it, they'll do it, usually without complaining. But I want my girls desperately to learn to just be initiative takers and do it without having to be asked. And so it's on the list. They can check it off and try to figure out. And so, often I'll ask them, what did you do today? How did you take initiative? And we're still working on it.
Well, I think another thing that helps with that is when we don't do everything for them. Because if we do everything for them, they don't have to take initiative. And I had one friend who was overwhelmed, and she had 5 kids, 5 or 6, I can't remember. And she was doing all the housework because she thought it was just easier to do herself. And so I had this system where each kid would cook 1 meal a week. And I started that when the youngest was 4 and the oldest one was 12 or 13. And the first month was chaos. There was flour all over the kitchen floor. The kitchen was a mess. But I had each kid do the same meal for 2 or 3 weeks. The 4-year-old, she just put chicken breasts in a 9x13 pan, poured barbecue sauce over them, washed a baked potato, wrapped it up in tinfoil, and maybe had a can of beans or something. But she was so proud that she also had the night when she was cooking. And we kept that up for 8 years or so. So they took initiative, learn how to cook. Also, like when they went to the library when they were little kids, I didn't go up and help them get the library card. If they wanted a library card, they had to go up and ask for the library card for themselves. And they might not have wanted to, but that teaches them to go out of their comfort zone, make a phone call if they want to find something, go talk to the person, and it'll help the ones who don't like to go out of their comfort zone.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.